Welcome everyone back to the Pommy and Oz channel. If you are new around here, please do me the noble thing and hit that like and hit that subscribe, all that good stuff. You can go a step further and become a member of the channel. With that, you get early access to all of our draft content, some special videos, some special lives, some giveaways, all sorts. Real nice community. Go and check that out. Link is in the description. Costs a cup of coffee. It's peanuts for what you get. If you're new, or you're a returning Pommy and Ozzer, welcome back. How are you doing? I hope you're all doing really well. And today we're going to look at one of the questions that a few of you have emailed in and asked, and that is, can St Kilda get in to the top 8 and go deep? And I think that's an interesting question. It really is. We're calling it Race to 17 because everyone's got Carlton and Collingwood there, so ignore that. But St Kilda, this is their year last year, and let's talk about their year last year. It was really solid, and it's what you'd expect from Ross, the boss. It was rigid, it was refined, it was hard to beat, more in all honesty, and it was also real grindy. You had to go to St Kilda, and you had to beat them, and if you gave them a sniff, that Collingwood game really did show that first time they played that it was so hard to beat. And at the time, Collingwood were flying. But their rigid system and their real dependence on each other really showed out throughout the year. And in the end, they fell short in finals. But can they go a step further? Well, let's look at it. The big one, when you compare them to Collingwood, is the amount of disposals. And they play a very ball-retentive style, which makes sense. If you have the ball, it's hard to be scored against, isn't it? And the big thing for me with St Kilda is at times is they had the ball for ball's sake. There was a lot of times that they had the ball that it felt like they were just trying to retain possession, take an element off the game. And with the personnel they've brought in, I think Liam Henry is a big in for them because we did see the outlet balls to Milwera and stuff really cause an issue. They have gone really un-Ross-like in the trade. They've brought in players in the draft and the trade that aren't really Ross players, that are more players that you would see with a progressive game plan. And I think it's going to be really interesting in 2024 how that looks because they've got some incredible tools at their disposal, particularly if they get some quick movement out the back half. When you look at Jack Sinclair and Milwera half back, that is probably the most aggressive and most dangerous halfback line on the planet. It is oozing goals from transition. It is screaming, turn the ball over in your forward 50 and we're going to hurt you. And add Henry and Hill, who are exceptionally talented players. If they can get the best of them, you kick into Max King, you kick into Jack Hayes, Cooper Sharman. These guys can damage you at the other end. And I feel that's something that they need to do. Be a bit more bold. We know Ross the boss is a percentage play type guy. I do feel for them to go the next level, they're going to have to go route one at times and play real high elements of risk at times to compete because all the top teams play a risky brand, let's go for the football and let's get the win. The disposal efficiency, as always, what you'd expect, quite short, sharp ball use from them. Like we say, they're not taking massive chunks of the ground off. They're trying to retain it. They're trying to move up the ground in a stable manner that keeps their structure. And that helps you defensively. Like we say, though, it does offset on the back and it doesn't really get you massive amount of goals. And that's probably the next area for St Kilda. Getting the ball there quickly, like we say, is going to open up opportunities to score more goals. Then what we've got is we look at the rebound 50 rate. As we know, defensively very strong. And that carried on throughout the year. They were very strong defensively. Their ability to get it there, it was more there. And you look at the meters per disposal, that was probably the issue. They didn't get it there quick enough. It was very methodical. And although that is good defensively, like we say, attacking-wise, it does offset. The contested possession differential, I want to talk about this because people, I think, underrate St Kilda's list quite a bit. I look at St Kilda's list and I think it's a very strong list. And it's not littered with A-grade names, but it's littered with A-grade team players. And people forget this is a team sport. Individual brilliance only gets you so far. The clearance differential, though, is that issue. Jack Steele, a lot is required of him, and it's going to be very interesting this year how they push and how they try and get another level from that clearance. I feel they will be helped out by trying to get that ball on the outside quicker. Big loopy handball. We see Steele do that quite a bit. Feel like they've got a bit more dimensions in the middle now as well. They've got a few more options. At times it becomes samey. That is an avenue there that I feel like St Kilda can master and get better. Marks inside 50 rate is positive. It's better than Collingwood's, which you'd expect with the players at their disposal. But again, that ball movement gets quicker. That's going to be better opportunities at goal for Max King. And Max King, they missed him for large parts of the year. They were littered with injury. I feel that once Max King gets a full preseason, a full head of steam, he can be a 60, 70 goal a year player. And that will require a little bit quicker ball movement because he is an incredibly talented individual. Quite down on the tackles, though, and this is it. I felt at times, especially when we played him, it was very easy to get out of their forward half. It's very easy to penetrate off that back half, and that's probably an issue with Carlton. We're not very good at doing that compared to some of the other teams. That is definitely an area that if you're St Kilda, you're looking at. That forward half pressure, really trying to lock that ball in front of centre. And the chance creation, like we say, this is again from speed of movement. Taking a few more risks, St Kilda will be fine. I'm not quite sold on St Kilda, I have to say. I think that they're going to be around the 8th and 12th mark. There's a lot of work to do for mine. Although defensively sound, I don't think they're the team that you look at and they worry you if you do your job right. They're more of a stifle side. But 2024, we'll never know until we get there. Let me know. St Kilda, are you hot on them? Are you not? Best of luck, Saints, for 2024. And until next time, peace, love, and light. Palm out.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad.